We are SAP Fioneer. We build inclusive, resilient, and responsive financial services software. More than 800 financial institutions worldwide are running on our core banking and insurance software. Our vision is to cover a broad landscape of ESG use cases for banks, enabled by our proprietary ESG data management and KPI engine as the foundation. We envision covering all regulatory required KPIs and those enabling ESG strategy, portfolio management, and business opportunities. Additional customized use cases can be developed jointly with you or further co-development partners from the industry. To begin with, we take a first look in our Home section, where we find a first overview starting with our financed emissions. In our example, we are focusing on greenhouse gas emissions. In the dashboard, you will find all information, like the overall goal for the net zero emission, showing the target by 2050 and the actual status. The following charts give us an insight into the financed emissions per sector and other financed activities. Furthermore, the dashboard shows us the risk exposures divided in physical risks and transition risks, as well as the EU taxonomy divided in green asset ratio and banking book taxonomy alignment ratio. Let's dig one level deeper into financed emissions. Here we can see general information about the total book value, the total financed carbon emissions, the datasets used, and the timestamp. This is followed by views on the financed carbon emissions of our asset classes, the glide path that shows us our ambition level by 2050, our current status, and what needs to be done to achieve our ambitions. If you scroll down, there is an overview of the top 20 polluters in the world and whether and how we have funded them. That is followed by an overview of financed greenhouse gas emissions by region and several charts showing the NACE sector on the left and the FINREP counterpart type on the right. Below, you can find your own portfolio's biggest polluters according to total emissions and according to book value. When summarized at a high level, we have 17 billion euros in book value and 58,850 records in the system. We have an ambition level set and initial calculations are done. Our calculations follow the PCAF standard. According to the KPI info, we see a data quality score of 3.3. On a rough overview, we also see that we still need to make some adjustments, which are listed in the data quality improvements. Looking at the summary table, we can see there is also a category for which we do not yet have data. At the very bottom, you can find our data quality by sector and carbon emissions. This helps you to identify where taking measures on improving data quality makes sense. In the next step, we can improve our quality score. For this purpose, for example, a missing file that is displayed as outdated can be uploaded manually. After uploading the CSV file, the data quality score has changed from 3.3 to 3.0. Now we can take a closer look at the data analysis. For example, we can find the customers that have a data quality score of 0. When we click on the business ID, we get a deeper insight into the business partner and information such as general information, taxonomy activities based on sales, and CAPEX and products. Clicking on Request Customer Survey gives the customer the opportunity to respond directly. In our example, we have already received the completed survey and the data quality score has changed from none to 2. When we return to our KPI dashboard, we again see our current status in the glide path. Here we can set our own ambitious goal by setting different targets. This glide path will then show our ambition level and what needs to be done to reach our goal. There is also the possibility to see the benchmarking with the competitors. This is shown in different graphs. On the left-hand side, you can see the financed greenhouse gas emissions by total value, the financed carbon emissions by intensity per book value and per turnover, as well as by industry. On the right-hand side, you can see where our competitors stand and the corresponding gap. Sustainability is becoming increasingly important for clients, and expectations of financial institutions are rising accordingly. Don't miss the opportunity.